Michael, his life is epic. And to become the king of pop, it's an amazing journey.
The challenge of taking on someone like Michael Jackson, it sounded fun, but then the more real it got, the more pressure I felt. Going through this process of who can play Michael, how do you even start with that? And then, of course, I meet Jafar Jackson.
And I always tell everybody, how we start is how we finish. So let's start with some fire.
Day one, all I could think of was, can Jafar really pull this off? Man, when the music started and he hit those first few moves, I mean, this guy killed it. I looked at Graham and Graham looked at me. I was like, who is this guy?
I never dreamed to be an actor or even thought of playing him, but I knew it was a calling. Embodying Michael, I really had to earn the role and prove to the filmmakers that I was capable of becoming Michael. You know, essentially, it was starting at the roots and finding that authenticity.
He took it to a level that none of us thought he could take it to.
That's part of the magic of Jafar. He has the desire, like Michael, to be the best.
Cut. Level up, let's go. Yeah. That's it. That's amazing.
I felt that love for Michael every day on set, from the crew and the cast. Everybody had that love and wanted to put all their heart and soul into it. I believe that music, we can change the world.
With Jafar, you can see how much he cares. That's what makes him so special. And whatever that spirit of Michael he's bringing is present, and everyone on the team can feel it.
None of us would be here today if it wasn't for Jafar.
I did a lot of driving in this film, and there needed to be an aggressive nature to how Davis drove. There needed to be something kind of gritty about it. Didn't want to look too slick and relaxed. It needed to be on the edge. Like things could go wrong at any minute.
Life's too short to drive boring cars, right?
If you see her with me, she's taken.
The way the stunt scenes were designed, the way there were extremely close calls, all of it was a great representation of who the character was.
Chris is actually a really good driver. In this movie, he has a lot of different cars. The number one car is a Chrysler 300. His number two car is a Dodge Challenger. Then his number three car is a 68 Camaro, 4-speed, big block. And then his final car is a Cadillac CT5V. It's a big horsepower car there.
I don't drive cars like that in my day-to-day life. You get in one, you're like, all you want to do is gun it. So it was fun.
Well, Bart, enjoyed watching this movie, and you're the director as well as the writer taking it from the novella. I have to ask first, what was it about the story that made you want to turn this into a movie? And I already have a funny feeling I know what, but tell me for sure.
Okay, well, let's see if the theories match up. I felt like if I was going to make a movie of scale, a Hollywood movie or, whatever you want to call it, I felt like it would have to be the kind of movie that I would really want to go and see in the theaters, and that I feel like maybe we haven't had as many of in recent years, and there used to be a lot of them in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s maybe. And those were those kind of great roller coaster rides. They were adult movies that had something to say. They treated the audience with respect. And at the same time, it was just it was a wild ride as well. And so I think it offered that. And I suppose I'm also always looking for something which has a structure that allows me to maybe, as a filmmaker, explore some of the ideas that I'm more interested in thinking about, which are to do with, how we live and the culture that tells us that we have to have all of this in order to be a success. And if you allow that pressure to get to you, and LA is a town where that pressure is very intense, you might
Right.
find that you've made a lot of decisions in life that maybe aren't working for you anymore. And that's, I think, something that all of these characters have found.
Yeah, yep. I was gonna say, yep, we're on that same line, like you said, just looking because the thing that I also really liked about it is a lot of times in regards to whodunit movies or stories, it's always gets you in after like the first page or the first 15 minutes. You already know that's it. That's the
Yeah.
person. And you just have to follow with the story. This one was like everybody, which was great, is looking a little like, okay, it could be this person. Might even be that German Shepherd standing on the corner. I don't know. But talk a little bit about that as far as keeping everything kind of secret for us all.
Yeah, look, I think when I think about some of the most exhilarating experiences you have in the cinema, it's where you don't know where you're going. I think you don't always want to be ahead of the plot. That's annoying. You're like, oh, okay, I know where this is
Hmm.
going, and now I'm just gonna watch it all play out. So, I wanted to create a narrative where you have characters that you're very connected with, you're really engaged, but you also, you know that they're on a collision course.
Hmm.
You don't know how, and you don't know how it's gonna play out. You know there's gonna be a big heist at the end, and there's some set pieces along the way. But I think, I'm constantly trying to keep you guessing, and
Yes.
I'm trying to keep you locked into that sense of like, I really, really want to know what's gonna happen next.
Nope, that's for sure. Because you do, you're like I said, by not knowing, you're trying to look for things yourself while watching, going, okay, he picked up a pencil with his left hand, but he's right-handed. Something along that line. But no, it was a fun ride and it went by quick. I mean, I know it was over 2 hours, but I mean it went by quick because you're invested in the film. Then
Right.
also you've got, I mean, your cast alone. I even just have to look down here at all these names because there's so many of them. I mean, Chris Hemsworth, Halle Berry, Mark Ruffalo, I mean, and also Jennifer Jason Leigh's in it, Nick Nolte, and so many others. Talk about getting that cast together.
Yeah, we had Barry Keoghan, we got Corey Hawkins. Um, well, I was just incredibly, I suppose, surprised because you never know when you send a script out into the world whether, actors are going to respond. And especially if it's an ambitious movie, you have to have real movie stars. Otherwise, you're not going to have the resources to make your movie, right? So,
Right. Hmm.
really amazing thing was with this was when I sent the script out, people were like, almost across the board, without exception, every first choice we approached just
Yeah.
said, "I haven't read a script like this in way too long. I'm in," and so that was almost instant. And then we started moving quickly because suddenly we had this incredible cast.
Oh yeah. And, other hot parts of the cast were also some of the cars. By being from Detroit, I'm looking at these vehicles going, oh my goodness, there's all these classic cars, that have made their way. And also with that Detroit muscle, love the sound of, I think it was the Charger or Challenger, whichever one, that you
Yeah.
had in there.
Yeah, I mean, I am not a huge car fanatic, but by the end of
Hmm.
this movie, I kind of became more of one because, especially in LA and in America as a whole, probably more than where I live in the UK, your car is an
Hmm.
extension of your whole identity, right?
Right.
In
Hmm.
LA, it's really very important, that there isn't
Hmm.
much of a public transport system. So LA, your car is your whole, it's your armor, it's your identity, it's your everything. And yeah, we had a lot of fun with choosing those cards, which are both cinematic, but also are again connected to the character. Makes they feel like an extension of those personalities. We had some insane cards, like in terms of the
Hmm.
power of them, and then also some beautiful ones like that 1968 Camaro. I saw that and
Right.
I was like, oh my God, that's, I actually wanted to steal that car.
I was going to ask you, did you keep it as like your bonus after it was over saying, well,
I'm still thinking about whether I can. They're using it at the premiere in LA. They're gonna have the car there, and it's just such a beautiful thing. And I was sort of thinking, oh my God, maybe I have to make someone an offer they can't refuse.
Like that, like that. Well, Bart, thank you so very, very much for your time. And like we said, folks, you're going to really enjoy this thriller. And, the ride is a fun one to go through. And again, also, thank you so much for also shooting a lot inside the Beverly Wilshire. That was a hotel we used to stay at quite a bit back in the day. And it was just great, to see that again.
Really, yeah. I mean, look, everything is. I'm not a big guy for special effects, so we
Mhm.
did a lot in this movie that is real. We shot real locations, the car chases. That's a lot
Mhm.
of that is Chris driving for real in very
Oh,
dangerous situations. Yeah,
yeah. Well, very nice. Bart, again, thank you so very, very much. You take
and you.
care.
Thank
All
you, man,
right.
and you.
Hi, I'm Greg Russell. I've been in Detroit media for well over 35 years, which means that I've seen this city grow, and I got to tell you, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Now, along with the Dream Limousine and Russell Brothers City Tours, we'd like to take you on a award-winning celebrity guided tour of the city of Detroit. We will show you things that you know about, but also probably a lot of things that you don't know about. And we'll also get you some delicious Detroit-made subs and better-made chips. All you have to do is get your party together. Up to 10 people can ride on our party bus and see the Motor City in all its glory. Give us a call. If you want to see Detroit in a special way, please call us anytime at 734-542-6800 for info or to reserve your party up to 10 people.
And we are strong.
I think all of us growing up as kids swore something was under our bed.
Yeah.
We
There
knew that
is.
Yes. I can only imagine this just had to be really fun for you, Matt, to play this part. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the strong, silent type, but you're working with a kid. That's great.
It's perfect. And I'm a big fan of those kind of dialogue scenes between in this case a kid and an adult. And they're both antisocial in their own ways. So
Yeah.
they're just talking across each other without really reaching in. And Brian was a master of writing those scenes. So I enjoyed every single one of them. And she was, I don't know how she understood it. She understood the tonality of the film from the get-go. Yeah.
So, Brian, I dare ask, how many dreams did you have growing up where there was something under your bed where you were able to come up with this?
There was I had a very vivid imagination, and I saw ghosts and curtains and feared the Wolfman down the hall. And so there was something about these classic creatures, whether it's ghosts or monsters or demons, that always intrigued me because I love leaving the parameters of reality. And it's such a crutch as a storyteller, but I love that crutch where you are not beholden to what can happen because through your imagination, anything can happen. And that was definitely an inspiration of just taking back to those childhood terrors and what we fear that we can't see.
This family funny comedy now on Netflix. And to an extent, it's kind of like based off of your real life.
Listen, this is I think this is more how families are these days. I think families are a little looser. Everyone's online. Everyone's vocabulary is a little expanded.
This is more realistic. This is how people act in their homes. And when they're out, they're not always, oh, it's so great to see you. You're such a beautiful kid. I'll pat you on the head and, go off. No, people get into all different types of things, don't they?
I think, yeah. And also, I think this is not episodic, although you can enjoy one episode by yourself. It's more of a series where there's an arc and an end. Look, I'm a storyteller. That's my stand-up is I've always been a storyteller. And so the most important thing in a story is a beginning, middle, and an end. You have to have an end. And so I wanted that whole series to be that. I wanted it to be bingeable, and that was my intent. And I think in doing so, we get to take those characters deeper. We get to show just how bad Bert gets.
You are still traveling all over the place. In fact, you're going to be here in Detroit coming up next month, right?
Yes, I will. I'm on tour, the Permission to Party World Tour. I'm getting ready for another special at Netflix. It's due, 2027. We're pushing it as much as we can.
Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Hey, Greg, nice to see you.
Great to see you too. For this movie, I have to say, in all honesty, it's very moving. I couldn't imagine anybody, watching it and not being pulled in and feeling
Mm.
for your character, the character of your son, and so much, along that line. And I guess from something I read that you've been involved with this for almost 7 years, what is it about this story that made you want to get involved with the project?
It just broke my heart that this was a true story.
Yeah.
It's based on an article that was written by Frank Chong in 2017, and it happened in 2015, which is only 10 years ago.
hmm
And I just thought, how is this happening now in present day still? And there's been so many struggles for mental health during the pandemic and onwards and onwards. And I think there's a sense of deep loneliness that has happened since that time. And a lot of, divisive, I guess, society is much more divided than it's ever been. And I think this woman had this great sense of being sequestered from her own community because of this, I guess, inability to expose what was going on with her son.
I understand that you think I'm the right person for this mission. I understand the stakes.
Object approaching.
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct, including us. Dr. Grace, the world is counting on you.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. We're here for the same reason. His son is dying too. If we're gonna save our planets, we have to learn how to communicate. Check this out. We have about 250 words. Let's find you a voice.
Why is a school teacher in space?
Nope.
Why is a school teacher in space?
Try this.
I am Rocky. I like.
So I have a new roommate now.
Hi, Grace.
Together, we're pretty smart. But no one's ever done this before.
It is time go.
I think you're being go time, pal.
There are infinite possibilities for this to go wrong.
This ship wasn't built for this.
Now! If Grace Rocky saves stars, we can go home.
I think this is a one-way trip for me.
I will not let Grace die.
Doc! Oh, I need your help. Mabel, I'm in the middle of class. A class that you are enrolled in.
Sup, Mabel?
Come with me. The traditional methods to understand animals just weren't working. But we've done it, Mabel. We created a revolutionary technology that gives us unprecedented access to the animal world. We call it hoppers. Huh? We put this into this. Yes, this into this. Mabel, be careful! Whoa. And they were in the same den.
No.
I understand you.
What you doing, Mabel?
This is incredible!
Hey!
What's your name, Beaver?
Babel?
You want to live here, you better learn pond rules.
What are pond rules?
Oh, I am clearing the rest of the day. Let's hear it for Mabel, everyone. Rule number 1, don't be a stranger. Looking good, Fran. Tom, Laquan, Tamara, Prudence, Pete, Peter, Petey.
Yeah, it's crowded, but we're still alive.
Rule number 2, when you gotta eat, eat.
How did he get a little crown?
That's your question?
Fellow animals! The humans have stolen their last inch of land from us.
There he is.
We gotta fight back!
She seems to have become a Joan of Arc type rebel leader.
Mabel, we do not use hopping technology to upset the animal world. She found the button.
The Animal Council has been summoned. The shrill beaver is right.
Yeah!
Their treachery ends here, now.
Yeah!
Let's squish the humans.
Yeah! Wait, squish?
They squish us. Why shouldn't we squish one of them?
I really don't think we need to go all the way to squish.
That was intense.
Everybody here getting out of control.
Over here!
Your life is in danger. You must do exactly as we say, Harry. LOL, I mean, Jerry. Drive now. Rocket ship.
I've always been fascinated with things that cannot be explained.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
And I've made a lot of movies about things that cannot be explained, from sharks to saucers.
Do you think there could be others?
When I was just a little kid, I remember developing a real curiosity about the sky at night and what's happening up there.
People have a right to know the truth.
And also, not the possibility, but the guarantee that there is life off this planet.
People keep wondering, encountering the unknown.
People's questions about what is not only going on in our skies, but what is going on in our worlds, in our realities, has reached a critical mass.
They're coming! They're coming!
Of people's complete fascination with, are we alone or are we not alone?
They are starved for the truth.
And if someone knows we're not alone, why haven't we been told?
Full disclosure to the whole world, all at once.
Tyreek's incredible. He's amazing. We have become so close. From even the chemistry read, it was immediate that I knew that he was the right person for this role. That doesn't always happen. We all feel very lucky to have him on this.
Yeah, Micah, we're like besties. We really challenged ourselves to developing the connection and energy that we had to honor within the book. When I first found out I'd be working with Micah Monroe, I was blown away and a bit nervous because I'm a big fan of her. Working with her, I'm like, how do I bring it today? The beautiful thing about making movies is the in-betweens, the in-between cut and action.
A lot of scenes that are really intense, and I feel very lucky to have Tyreek. He can make me laugh in the darkest of time.
I'm over here just crying. I'm a good scene partner, but I'm not that good.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint, boodle-little, boodle-little, and also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi! What's up, Mario? Behold! I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the colors.
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones!
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Hi, I'm Greg Russell. I've been in Detroit media for well over 35 years, which means that I've seen this city grow, and I gotta tell you, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Now, along with the Dream Limousine and Russell Brothers City Tours, we'd like to take you on a award-winning celebrity-guided tour of the city of Detroit. We will show you things that you know about, but also probably a lot of things that you don't know about. And we'll also get you some delicious Detroit-made subs and better-made chips. All you have to do is get your party together. Up to 10 people can ride on our party bus and see the Motor City in all its glory. Give us a call. If you want to see Detroit in a special way, please call us anytime at 734-542-6800 for info or to reserve your party up to 10 people.
And we are strong.